danger.
Oh, hello! I'm just setting up a Halloween party for me and a couple of my friends. They're running a little late, but I wouldn't worry about it. All this talk about Halloween is really making me reminisce about the Halloween celebrations at Chuck E. Cheese. And in the meantime of waiting for my friends to get here, I'm going to talk about the haunting Halloween celebrations at Chuck E. Cheese. If you somehow don't know what Chuck E. Cheese is and you still decided to watch this video, on May 17th, 1977, co-founder of Atari, Nolan Bushnell, opened Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater in San Jose, California. Chuck E. Cheese is basically a pizzeria with audio animatronics and a rat singing songs. Soon after it opened, Robert Brock of the Brock Hotel branch of the Marriott Hotels made a deal with Nolan to open hundreds of Chuck E. Cheeses in North America. Sadly though, Robert was unfaithful to Nolan and opened Showbiz Pizza Place with Aaron Fechter and his kooky audio animatronics. Around 1983, the video game crash of 1983 happened, because of all the copycats at the time. And in 1984, Chuck E. Cheese filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and out of nowhere in 1985, Showbiz Pizza bought Chuck E. Cheese and they merged into Showbiz Pizza Time Inc. Things stayed good for a couple years, but around 2017 to 2022, when the Chuck E. Cheese 2.0 remodels were in full swing. The 2.0 remodels was a scheme that Showbiz Pizza Time Inc., later renamed CEC Entertainment, did that makes the animatronics get destroyed and where they once were is now a big TV. And that's basically where we are to this day. Did my camera die? No? Oh. I died.
I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave my nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a way to save my aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes.
Despite being around for almost 50 years, Chuck E. Cheese didn't really have many company-wide Halloween celebrations for their first 30-ish or so years. But if they did have Halloween celebrations, it was only for certain franchise locations, meaning that only some had them, and even if they did have them, they weren't really well documented. The only things I could really find was a 1984 Showbiz Pizza commercial for their safe Halloween parties, and also this manual about how to retrofit your balcony stage bots for Halloween 1985. Also, I kinda just want to talk about the ones that I know about, so yeah. I'm gonna do that now. The Chuck E. Cheese Halloween event that was probably talked about the most was the 2023 Five Nights of Fun celebration from October 9th to the 13th. Most times when people talk about this, they don't really know much about it and they kinda just gloss over it. But you know what? I was there. I am technically a primary source for this topic. And you know the worst part about that? Nothing happened. But basically, if you signed up for the app membership thing, you would get rewards. But I went on the 13th and they said I would get 1,000 e-tickets if we spent $10. But it didn't work. But I got this cool Pasquale plush, so that's good. I've been avoiding addressing the elephant in the room, but I think it's time. Just look at the poster. It's a blatant parody of the 2023 film Five Nights at Freddy's poster, but you can't really blame them. At this point in time, it's been almost 10 years since FNAF started to become a global phenomenon, and 10 years since people started comparing them to FNAF. As someone unlucky enough to share their first name with a murderer from that game during the height of its popularity, I can kind of understand where they're coming from. In addition to this, there was also a, probably fake, leaked employee memo about what to do in the event of a guest asking about if this is related to FNAF. The way you can probably see that this is false is that the dates don't match up, and also this would just be a weird company memo. Overall better YouTuber than me, Merch Review Springs, pointed this out in their video, how FNAF killed Chuck E. Cheese, the saddest downfall of all time. Hey, doesn't that kind of seem familiar? The normal thing for Chuck E. Cheese to do for Halloween is the Halloween Boo-tacular. The only thing different from going to a Chuck E. Cheese any other day of the year is that if you come in your Halloween costume, you get 500 extra free e-tickets. And they sell pizza in the shape of a pumpkin. And also a cookie pizza with goo on it. Oh, and also the music.
I've got pumpkins in my pockets, I've got pumpkins in my pockets, I've got pumpkins, I've got pumpkins, I've got pumpkins in my pockets, I've got...
When you think about Chuck E. Cheese Halloween music, a certain song probably comes to mind. The 2020 song, Pumpkins in My Pockets, not that one. This song bothers me for reasons that I'm not going to get into today, but I like the animation. Another good Halloween song is If Every Day Was Halloween. It released in 2022, and If Every Day Was Halloween is basically about if Halloween was every day. And they basically describe what a whole year would be like if every day was Halloween. Also released in 2022, the Witches Crew song is a Helen song with Bella and Dino Summer. They're all dressed as witches, and they're doing witch activities while singing. Other than songs, there were also Chuck E. Cheese Halloween specials in the Showtapes, or more recently on their YouTube channel. A funny one they did is Cheesy Things, a Stranger Things parody in 2017. I've never actually seen Stranger Things, so I wouldn't really know how accurate this is, but the basic plot outline goes like this. Chuck E. Cheese confronts Pasquale about his new Christmas decorations, and Chucky walks into a portal to deliver a pizza. On the other side of the portal is the cheesy side, and Uncle Ronnie, who Chucky gives the pizza to, and that's basically it. There is another character named 77, probably the Millie Bobby Brown character on the real Stranger Things. One of my favorite ones is Halloween at the Pizza Time Theater, their Halloween short for Halloween 2019. The story's pretty good, and I even talked about it in a past video. But basically, Chucky is going to the abandoned Pizza Time Theater location in the creepy haunted woods to get Pasquale's pumpkin spice pizza recipe. And when he gets there, he gets greeted by security guard Fred. You know, like Friendly Freddy. Well, anyway, Chucky gets the recipe, but then gets ambushed by the cabaret animatronic that were left behind, apparently. Also, that's kind of weird, right? They're canonically animatronics, but Chucky and Pasquale are living, breathing creatures. Anyway, it turns out that all they wanted was an audience, and they play for Chucky, but then Chucky was rude to them, and they'd eat him. And this never gets resolved. Chuck E. Cheese is dead.
Right in that room, now do you love me? Do you love me? Now that I can dance.
Now after watching this, however long this video ends up being, you might be wondering, why does this matter? Well, for one, it's Halloween time. And also, if you haven't caught on to this by now, or this is your first video of mine that you've seen, my birth month is in October, so probably a good 75% of the time I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese, they were doing some type of Halloween celebration, so yeah. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug. Oh, and also, I guess this counts as my unfinished business as a ghost. In conclusion, Chuck E. Cheese has had some cool Halloweens over the past couple years. and some pretty cool songs and shorts. And sadly, the Chuck E. Cheese we knew is dead now. If you somehow enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing so you can see what I do next. As for me, I'm going to watch the complete Season 2 of Friends until Chuck E. Cheese appears and I go crazy. As always, I don't currently know what time it is when you're watching this, so have a good evening, a good night, a good morning. Just have a good time and happy Halloween.